Hi folks! Welcome back to our channel. Several months ago, we reacted to the war in Ukraine and made a video about Canada-Ukraine Authorization for Emergency Travel Program. We received good feedback and a lot of follow-up questions from our viewers and decided to make this video where we are answering the most popular ones. Mainly, we will be covering the first steps a newcomer needs to take in their first months in Canada. Wait till the end of this video to get our recommendations and useful resources and services. First of all, congratulations, you made it! You got your temporary resident visa and are about to arrive and settle in Canada. It's exciting time, but also the time of necessary errands that will help you settle and adjust to a new life in Canada faster. In today's video, we will be covering things like getting your health card, a taxpayer number, setting up your first bank account, exchanging your driver's license, or getting a new one in Canada. Okay, so let's talk finance. If you applied through CUAET and mentioned that you are interested in working in Canada, you will be granted a work permit when you cross the border. It's very important and necessary step one needs to take if they wish to generate income in Canada. Most of other immigration or refugee programs didn't provide this option, and people had to apply for work permits separately and wait additional time till they get it. As a person generating income in Canada, you are required to report your income and pay taxes. For this, you will need a social insurance number, or SIN. SIN is your personal tax number, similar to social security number in US, unique payer's reference in the UK, tax file number in Australia, etc. Getting a SIN is basically the first thing you need to do when you come to Canada. You can apply for it online or by mail, but the fastest way would be to go to one of the offices of Service Canada. When I just moved to Canada, this was literally the first thing I did. I went to the City Hall in Toronto and applied for SIN. It took me no more than 20 minutes altogether to have it done. Depending on the lines and time of the day, usually it will take about an hour to go through the whole process and receive your SIN. You are required to present the following documents. Primary identity document. This may be a work or study permit or a document confirming that you are authorized to work in Canada. This document should be issued by CIC or IRCC. A secondary document. This can be a Canadian territorial or provincial ID card or driver's license, but considering you probably don't have that yet, your foreign passport would work as well. Your proof of address. This may be a bill or just a simple postcard that you've sent to yourself to the address you're currently staying at. Just make sure it has your legal name and local address on it. As simple as that. By the way, you might need that proof of address further down the road, so make sure to keep that postcard. As a temporary resident, you will get a SIN number that starts with 9. It will have an expiration date, usually tied to your work permit, so be mindful of that. If that period expires, you will have to renew your SIN at Service Canada by providing new documents proving you are still eligible to work in Canada. Also, once you become a permanent resident, you will need to exchange your SIN for the one that doesn't start with a 9 and doesn't have an expiration date anymore. Next financial step you need to take is open a Canadian bank account. And our advice, do it as soon as you can. The reason for that is you need to start building your credit history in Canada. Yes, most likely you've been doing banking in your home country and you do have financial history from there. But Canada doesn't know that. They only pay attention to your history with Canadian institutions. There are 5 major banks that are fairly similar with the services and offers they provide. And considering that Canada is accepting several 100,000 new immigrants each year, all of these banks have special offers for newcomers. Make sure to use them. This may be a cheaper banking rate for checking account, discount on your first year of premium credit card, additional gifts from other merchants, etc. Take a look at all of them and choose the one that suits your banking needs the best. And to start off your credit history, get yourself a credit card. It doesn't have to be a premium card or a card with big credit limit. As long as you pay your credit bill on time, you will start building your credit history in Canada. And in the future, make sure to keep this first credit card open so that it still counts as your longest credit account no matter how many more cards you've opened after that. Next topic is driving. If you have a driver's license from your home country, you can exchange it for a Canadian driver's license without any exams. A little disclaimer here. Different rules may apply depending on the country you're coming from, so make sure to check it on the official website. Driving license is a responsibility of provincial or territorial government, not federal, like SIN. Each province or territory has its own time limit on the window of exchange, so make sure to check up-to-date information depending on where you move. For example, for Ontario, it is 60 days. But for Quebec, it's 12 months. During this time, you can still drive in Canada with your home country driver's license. But if you miss the timeline, you will have to go through a lengthy process of getting a gradual license in your province. If that's the case, or if you have never been driving before but want to get a license, check your provincial transportation ministry for more information. Your driver's license will also serve you as your identification document, or ID, and you can use it to confirm your age, address, or even travel within the country. You can board a plane within Canada with just a driver's license. If you don't have a driver's license prior to coming to Canada, you should get a photo ID card for those purposes. You can also get them in the same place as your driver's license in your provincial services. To get a photo ID card, you will need to provide a document with your legal name, your date of birth, and your signature. Once you decide to get your driver's license, you will have to cancel your ID card, and vice versa. If you issue your ID card but you already have a driver's license, your driver's license will be cancelled. Another document you will need is health card. Each province or territory have their own health insurance, and they are managed by local service centers like Service Ontario, for example. They are very similar to Service Canada, but on provincial level, and for other list of services. As a temporary resident, you need to have a valid work permit together with an ID and a document confirming your address in the province. If you are arriving as a permanent resident, you are not required to provide your work permit. These are the main steps that you need to take in your first weeks or even days in Canada. It doesn't take much time and it is fairly straightforward. And don't be intimidated by big government offices or banks. There are a lot of people who are willing to understand your situation and help you. In fact, many of them have been in your shoes before and have gone through the similar processes themselves. The next steps would be more fundamental and might take more time. These are looking for a job and finding a place to live. Generally, when you rent a place in Canada, your landlord will ask you to provide information about your employment, your income, and some references. So at first, you might need to use service of housing or settlement agencies before you can actually rent your own place. There are multiple centers across Canada that help newcomers settle and adapt to new realities faster. It can be a refugee resettlement support centers run by volunteers in your community, a newcomers services from the Government of Canada, or newcomers information centers run by non-commercial organizations. All these services are free and they help with job search, resume check, and preparation for an interview. Help connect with people who are willing to help newcomers by providing them job or offering accommodation. For example, Wood Green in Toronto help with finding affordable housing. They have employment services and training for job seekers, childcare services, and settlement services for recent immigrants and refugees. The important thing is, you need to start building your network. Once you meet new people, it will be easier to adapt and find what you are looking for. If you plan to be working in a particular industry in Canada, start reaching out to people on LinkedIn even before you move to Canada. Get acquaintances, go to meetups and conferences online or offline. It will serve you well in the next years of your life in Canada. We're including links to useful resources that might help you in your first months in Canada. Please let us know in the comments below what was your experience about moving to Canada and what is something you wish you knew before moving. Thank you for watching this video. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Till next time.